Hello everyone, welcome to Nareen's Life with MS. This is Nareen and it's time for a Truthful Tuesday. And this Truthful Tuesday, I wanted to talk about, I wanted to revisit the topic of fatigue, right? Getting tired, right? I mean, everyone gets tired. I generally get tired um, almost all the time. Sometimes, even when I think that I'm not tired, I generally am very tired, and it's very funny certain times when I feel like everything's going very well. I feel that I'm well rested, that I'm all ready to go, that I have all the energy in the world, and it turns out that that's not really the case. I am still very tired or I'm very fatigued. In fact, the one reason I wanted to actually mention this topic was two very specific types of being tired. So, the first one is existence. Existence is tiring. And the way I mean to say that existence is tiring is just the fact that, you know, like me right now, talking to you, I might look like I have a little bit of energy in me so that I am able to talk to you, but at the end of the day, I will just be, you know, just a different level of tired. And the funny part is that yes, existence is tiring, and unfortunately, it is just because it keeps evolving, like your fatigue keeps evolving one way or another. You just happen to think that you're just tired all the time, right? There are probably 1,001 memes on it. I'm pretty sure social media, there is probably even some form, at least 100 odd social media accounts out there. Some may be created by bots, others by AI, others by people who just find new ways to make jokes on that. And it's very true to some extent, especially for when I think about why I am tired at any given time, right? I mean, there are 101 reasons as to why I could be tired, and a lot of times it becomes very difficult to understand which kind of tired I am. And when I was thinking about talking about fatigue today, and considering that I've talked about fatigue probably you know at least 20, 30, maybe even 50 times, and when we're talking about a channel that's like 260 videos in, that's you know that's a lot of new things, right? But the reason I wanted to say that is because usually it's difficult to say exactly why I am very tired, right? A couple of days ago, on an MS group that I'm on, someone actually shared something in regards to why our knees tend to buckle, right? That is some form of fatigue in itself. And the funny part is that yes, my knees tend to buckle quite often. I don't want to tell you why they happen, but it does happen. And when I think about when those knee buckles do happen, and they happen for one very specific activity, I think that is that like one form of fatigue. That is a very specific form of fatigue that I'm having, and it is just it is becoming so specific that literally there are you know so many ways of being tired and so many reasons for being tired. And that is why I actually wanted to, talk about the fact that yes, existence in itself is a very tiring affair, because you do not know which specific form of tired or fatigue you are experiencing at any given time. But now that I am talking about it, I want to talk about one very specific thing, one very specific version of fatigue that I did want to mention, I did want to talk about, and I did want to explain a little bit about, so that I can, maybe by acknowledging that I'm the perpetrator of this fatigue, that I can maybe become a little better at managing this one specific form of fatigue. And that is fatigue as a result of procrastination. So I think I mentioned this before. I procrastinate a lot. I procrastinate so much that, if there was an award to be won for procrastination, I would win it, but I would procrastinate creating myself a certificate, or, even a trophy that I would present to myself for procrastinating. That I am that I procrastinate that much. But one thing that I realized today when I was thinking, was that I get tired from the act of procrastinating. So there is one personal project that I do want to do. There are, it's something that could take just about half a day to a day. It is very easy, it's very simple. I in fact need to repeat it multiple times to make sure that I can, complete a set of things that I want to do. It's nothing that is going to take a very long time, but just the fact that I have to do it and me procrastinating about it is making me tired, because I know that yes, it is going to take a few hours. I will just need to focus and I'll need to complete it. But the sheer thought, the sheer procrastination of getting myself into the thought process or in the action mode of doing it is making me tired, because I am just realizing how tiring it could be. But funnily enough, when that entire process ends and I will have created something and it will definitely help me in the long term, I will look back on this entire process and think, oh yeah, that wasn't as bad as I thought it was. But of course, the whole point of all of this, the whole purpose of all of this, the reason that I'm sharing all of this with you, is just because I need to understand that yes, fatigue exists. Yes, existence does create fatigue of all forms. And funnily enough, one of the most specific forms of fatigue that I experience happens to be something that is very much, self-induced, so to speak, right? Because I am literally procrastinating myself to being so tired about it. So, with that being said, I do want to turn it over to you. What do you think is maybe your biggest reason for fatigue on any given day, right? I mean, I think we can all agree that yes, existence is in its own way a source of fatigue, but specifically, what is your one reason that you think that you are responsible for your fatigue? And if it's like me, if you do procrastinate, do share why you are procrastinating something, or better yet, how you can maybe improve on that procrastination level. Because I am hoping that me admitting the fact that I am procrastinating will hopefully give me the sense of motivation that I have and that I can maybe muster up to complete this little personal project that I have for myself and hopefully get some benefit out of. So, yes, please do share your thoughts, your insights, your experiences so that we can get this conversation started. And yes, please do share your own views on what might be your biggest reason for fatigue in yourself. You don't have to be someone with MS. Because I'm pretty sure fatigue is a very common thing across everyone. And with that being said, this is Nareen's Life with MS. I am Nareen, and here's wishing you a good night, sweet dreams, and I do hope that you're having a great Tuesday because tomorrow is Wednesday, which means that after tomorrow, it's only downhill until the weekend. So, that said, I do want to say thank you so much. I think I already said good night, sweet dreams. So I will just have to end with I will catch you tomorrow and goodbye.